Hello everybody and welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer, and on today's video we're going to be looking at the next Leeds United manager, and for very good reason, because they've been now led to believe that Leeds have shortened their list to just 3 people who could be possibly the next Leeds United manager. In this video we're going to be looking at all 3 of those, seeing what they've got to offer as a manager, and it's really interesting actually because there is some key similarities between all 3 of them, of course, which I'll go into on this video. So let's waste no more time. Let's speak about the first man, and it's probably someone that you've been hearing a lot about, to be honest, not just in regards to the Leeds United job. He was heavily linked to the Everton job. I think he'd also been linked to the Southampton job previously as well, but for very good reason. His name, Andoni Iraola, and he's actually the manager of 5th place, believe it or not, Rayo Vallecano. Now, this is that in itself is a massive, massive achievement, and I think this is why he's getting so much interest from the Premier League. What's really interesting about what he's done with Rayo Vallecano is he's essentially worked with no budget, and at the moment of at the time of recording, finds himself just 3 points away from the Champions League spots in La Liga. This is a massive, massive achievement, as well as that last season semi-final of the Copa del Rey. So I'm no wonder that the Premier League and teams in the Premier League are having a look at him, and it's no surprise that he is currently one of the 3 men that were led to believe are on Leeds United shortlist. Of course, this does have some complications that they will have to try and prize him away from another club. But one of the other managers Leeds are going to have that same problem with, and also one of the managers obviously isn't in a job at the moment. So we will speak about that further on in the video, but I want to give you a bit more information about this guy and his style of play. Now, what is similar with all 3 of these managers is that they like to play pressing football. And another interesting fact for you about this man, he's previously played under former Leeds United manager Marcelo Bielsa, and that's not the only manager in this shortlist that has some connections to Bielsa, so I'll cover that as well on the video. But what's he going to offer? He's going to offer attacking style of play. He likes to keep the ball, likes to control the game. He likes to basically also attack and control the game, but at the same time have strong defensive awareness, because his style of play, sort of similar to Bielsa, it can make you weak on the counter-attack. But what he's done really well with the team that he currently manages is he's really shored them up on the defense to make sure that that counter-attack doesn't end up happening. And I think that's why we're seeing that team so high up in the table despite a very small budget. I also find, similar to Bielsa, he makes players believe in them themselves. He's often said, it's not about me, it's about the players, and he's been praised for making players better as well. So there's some similarities which I can see with Bielsa, and why you guys kind of as Leeds fans would have loved him so much, loved Bielsa so much. I could also see you loving this guy over time as well. I really like this appointment if it does happen, but I also like the other 2 as well, I can't lie. So let's move on and speak about the second manager. Guys, just a quick one for me before we get back to the video to speak about the second possible Leeds United manager. If you are enjoying the video, please do me a massive favour, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, why not hit that subscribe button as well? Get us closer and closer to 5,000 subscribers. Now let's get back to speaking about the next possible Leeds United manager. This man on screen is the second manager that could potentially be managing Leeds United. His name, Arne, and he's at the moment the manager of Feyenoord, obviously in the Netherlands League. Interestingly, similar to the previous man that I spoke about, he likes to play a 4-3-3 as his preferred formation. He also likes to get wingers wide. He likes to use his wingers, get them wide, and that's the way he plays. So, you know, we're just thinking of the Leeds and the target men that you guys have. You know, that's obviously something that we could see. Similar to the other manager that I've also spoke about, an attack-minded coach with off-the-ball pressing, likes to be in control of the game, likes to win those midfield battles. So what I really like with this already, and we're going to see the same with the third manager as well, is you're seeing a connection here. Leeds obviously have an approach that they want to play. They've got a style of play that they want in as well. I really like that because it shows that there is a plan. And I think if you're a Leeds fan, that's really promising because all three managers that we're going to look at today have some similarities. And I think that's a really big thing because that just shows a clear direction with the way that they want the club to kind of be run. What else can I tell you about this man? He's a 44-year-old manager. He's been doing very well with Feyenoord. And again, I think this would be a very good appointment. He's the current favourite at the time of recording. But it's not clear whether he is the actual favourite in terms of who Leeds actually want. So let's move on. Speak about the final man. This guy, an absolute legend, Marcelo Gallardo. If you don't know, this guy out of a job in December 22. So he is the only one in this shortlist that is currently out of a job. Could that make negotiations slightly easier? Perhaps so. But let me tell you this, 8.5 years he managed River Plate before leaving. Wow. And to add to that, an average points per game of 1.88. I mean, if he could come to Leeds and do that, that would mean massive, massive things. It wouldn't just be about keeping you guys up with that kind of average points per game. You'd be on a title charge, wouldn't you, next season? Very, very well respected. And I did say that there was another manager on this shortlist that had a connection with Bielsa. It is this man. He's very well respected with the likes of Pep and with Bielsa. And he has said himself that he prides himself and his way of learning as a manager. He did look at the likes of Pep Guardiola. He looked at Bielsa. And we can kind of see that in the way and the way he plays and his style of play as a manager. Once again, similar to the other managers, 4-3-3 formation, likes to play pressing football, likes to be in control of the game. So you can really now start to see the connecting dots here of what Leeds are looking for with their next manager. And to be honest, it's unclear which one is going to be picked, but I like all three of these choices. I do think any one of them could potentially be the next Leeds manager, and whichever one is chosen, I really am excited to see them in the Premier League and see what they can do with this Leeds United team. Guys, let me know in the comments below, which of the three would you guys like to take? And if you have enjoyed the video, please do me a massive favour, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And hopefully I'll catch you on another video. Take care. Goodbye.